Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of my wood carving videos. Working on the Ava sign. These are the selection of chisels and gouges that I'm using. We've got a 1 inch, a 1/2 inch. Well, this is 6mm, this is 8mm. I guess that's 1/4 inch, because that's obviously narrower than 1/4 inch. We've got a 5/20 gouge and a 5/10 gouge. So today we're going to be working on the letter V. It don't look like a V because I've modified it and changed it around. I sorted out my 5/20 gouge. I don't know what was going on with it, but yeah. So I sharpened it off camera. When I first began carving and when I got my selection of gouges and chisels, or flat chisels, butt chisels, whatever you want to call them, I didn't know how to sharpen that well. But I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials which taught me how, and it's a matter of just getting in and giving it a go. So here I'm just beginning the top of the V. I started with the 1/2 inch chisel, or the 12mm, and now I'm on to the 1/4 inch or the 8mm chisel. Look, I think it's a tad over 1/4 inch. It came with my set of carving gouges, and I told you on the last video this came to a point in the center, but I've reshaped it to be like a butt chisel, and it works good for me. I'm not holding this piece of wood. It's not secured, but I do have a block of wood that I am pressing up against. There are aspects of danger to this. And yes, you're going to cut yourself. Back with the 5/20 gouge. So the inside I done with the flat chisels. We've got some gouges. That I'm hopefully going to restore. These are old. They have P. Peterson pressed into them, which is pretty cool. I'll probably start using them because yeah. So I'm restoring them. Just slowly. And I may not have sharpened this thing correctly. Probably not at all. Just had to be real careful then because it wants to lift up on this side. I said in the last video that I might slap some paint in these letters. However, I might not. I might just put linseed oil all over it. I'm a big fan of linseed oil because what it does, it soaks into the wood, whereas a varnish kind of just sits on top. Yeah, there we go. Wanted to break away. You don't want to make this part too narrow. At the moment, it just looks messy. But what I'm just going around the edge. It might look tedious, but there is a method to the madness. That's all the edge complete. Now what that does, it stops any chances of tear out, blow out, or chip out. And now, I guess I could press, oh, there's going to be another kind of triangle right there. So, I don't know how. You don't want to try and brush it out too harshly. It prefers to be cut out. And as I was saying in the last video, I like to fix up any imperfections, any inconsistencies as I'm going. And you'll see them in different angles of light. Well, it looks like I'm working on this side, so we'll just keep at it. If you're going to be lifting out the waste product, just be careful, because very often it's still attached and you don't want to rip it out, but more so slice it. And if it don't move as you brush it out with your finger, you just got to keep working at it. Like this part here is still attached. It wants to be attached, so you've just got to slice it out. Okay, here the gouge is getting a bit too big for the top part of the V, so we'll switch to a smaller gouge, the 5/10. And I've just messed it up right there, so I'll switch back to the 5/20, because it's down from the top now. Now we're going to clean up the top part. Shouldn't throw these chisels down, should I? I can see a very definite line there. It's kind of cool. I might leave it, might clean it up. I'll see how I go. Switching to the 6mm flat, just in here. And got to clean up this part. There's rubbish inside it. That triangle is very defined, and I kind of like that. So debris is just still down at the bottom. I'm not sure how to explain it, but just working to remove it without breaking it out or ripping it out. Cleaning up just down here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. course, it's not going to look like it. Just working in from the outside of the ladder. On particular lines, I use the flat, and on, I think that's concave, that might be convex or something. I may just have like fully said that back to front. I do apologize. This is where it kind of gets a little bit tricky, because you're wanting to remove material, but it don't want to come out. Not easily anyhow. Big chunk just came out. Just trying to work in consistency as I go along. So this is softwood, and it's not the most ideal to work with. But I work with it because if you can handle softwood, and if you can work your magic into softwood, and have it actually work for you, then when you go to make something or carve something into hardwood, it's actually a breeze. Working in softwood will keep your skill up. Ooh, yeah, I just pressed it wrong. But as you make mistakes and cutting yourself are inevitable. But with your mistakes, if you can work that mistake back into the piece, well, that's what I do anyhow. Yeah, so I might not slap paint in this. I might just not varnish, but oil it up with linseed. Oh no, just made a huge mistake. However, I'll just keep working it. So this font is based on Edwardian. It's a very nice font. But something like Times New Romans, there are curves in that. But the straight letters are very straightforward. Actually, with the straight letters in Times New Romans, all I use are flat chisels. You don't have to use gouges at all. I can't remember what I've said in previous videos, but I actually learned woodwork with all modern day machinery and modern day techniques and all that. And I always wanted to learn how to use a hand plane and how to sharpen chisels, gouges, you know, by hand and that. And no one ever taught me. No one has time for it. You know, so... But with anything in life, whatever you want, you got to go after it. And you will go after it. I think with this letter, we might be coming to a close. So that's pretty cool. It's a bit messy around here. Yeah. Whoops. Just going to come down here and work on the A. It's tearing up right here. So it's torn up, and I'll just all that broke away, but that's okay. I need another chisel. I think it's called a skew chisel, just to get this debris at the bottom of this recess here. All right. Bringing things to a close. If you've made it this far into the video, well done. You know, this is tedious, this is boring, and it's crazy because I actually, you know, love doing it. Oh, come on. Okay, wrapping things up. Well, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far through to the end here. You don't have to like, you don't have to comment, you don't have to subscribe. I just do this to show you guys, you know, that old school is very much alive. Alright, back to the skew chisel, just to get out this debris, remove this debris, and that's about done. So these are the letters A, V, A, It's probably back to front on the video, but hey, next video we'll be completing the A. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.